everyone, it's Tani Games here. Welcome back to the channel. We're back in Infinity Nikki because we are here to do a Reddit review. Now, we've just had the 1.4 season just drop, or update just drop. So I'm really excited to see what the community is talking about. I expect to see a lot of cursed long Momo posts. So I'm very excited to get into that and just just take a look, see what the community's talking about, see if there's anything that they're discussing with this update, anything that they're kind of missing or regretting from the last update and stuff like that. Just see the general community feelings and things like that. So why don't we jump over to Reddit and have a look at what the community is discussing. Okay, so our first post here is from a Bobo Craft and it says Infinity Momo Part 1 and it's just like a fan art. It is quite funny. Let's stay in the shallow water because obviously he always says that because obviously he's quite short, so knee deep water for Nikki obviously isn't a problem, but it is a problem for Momo, so that's why he always says let's stay in the shallow water and stuff like that, which is very, very funny. But it's just funny to see long Momo and look at him being all strong and lifting up Nikki. This is hilarious. Also brilliant artwork, but it is just very, very funny. I think long Momo was not expected by a lot of people, and as cursed as he is, I think he's brought a lot of laughter and enjoyment to the community, which is always fun to see. Okay, and I do just want to point out in the comments, he protects, he attacks, and he needs his barbecue snacks. That is absolutely hilarious. Also, this Abobo Craft put their Twitter, just in case you're curious for following for the artwork. It comes up under its, I think there's an underscore Boo-chan, but I'm sure if you search that, you'll be able to find their Twitter to follow. And our next post comes courtesy of Sinks Claire. I think that's how you say that. I could be wrong. But yeah, I got jump scared by the new PEAR PAL menu. I definitely agree. I am not fond of this. I like the whimsical style of the previous PEAR PAL. It really felt like you were going onto like a tablet app, whereas this feels very modern in a sense. I don't mind some of the things you can see, like, you know, seeing this vibrant collector stuff, and I don't even know if that was on the old PEAR PAL. It's this. This is what gets me. These symbols that are just kind of like, there isn't, like, before it felt like you were clicking on buttons. Does that make sense? Whereas this feels more like touchscreeny. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, even though the previous PEAR PAL had, like, obviously was like a touchscreen kind of vibe, like, I think having the surrounding made it feel like buttons, or like, you know, when you go on your tablet or something and you have the app icons and they're all kind of like logoed out, like, it just kind of felt more akin to that. So I am not a fan of this design. I definitely agree that sort of like, if this is something that you're not interested by and stuff like that, if it's something that you're not happy with, to definitely feed it back, because it is something that they could work on. They could kind of get a balance between having this style of PEAR PAL and having the whimsical feel of the previous one. Like, it just feels quite clinical and modern to me. So yeah, I was the same. When I first saw it, I was a bit like, what the heck? What is this? It just doesn't have the same whimsy, I think. And then we have this post from Tippy Toes saying, some of you scare me and I love it. And it's this photo here. It looks like the person who did the photo was someone called Lalo Cat in game. This is hilarious. Do you know what this reminds me of? Is it the face of Bo from Doctor Who? Is it the face of Bo? But you know, where it's like the skin that's pulled across like this, I don't know, like display pole thing, and like all you see is like the lips and the eyes. Like that's what it's giving me. That's what it's giving me. Yeah, this is hilarious. This is very, very funny. I have no idea how they managed to achieve this, but very, very funny. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I checked the comments. Yeah, this thing. Cassandra. Okay, is Cassandra. What's the face of Bo? Okay, I did a quick Google. To be fair, the face of Bo is literally like a face. That's all it is. So I was right for kind of getting confused. Even though this is so wrong. This is so wrong. It just shows you I'm not an expert in the old Doctor Who stuff. Um But yeah, no, this, Cassandra, this is what I was thinking of. I'm sorry to anyone that was raging at me in the comments for getting the Doctor Who thing wrong. But yeah, this is what I was thinking of. Moisturize me. Oh my gosh, like, yeah. Okay, so I'm so glad that someone else got the reference, even if I got the name wrong. To be fair, I kind of fell out of love with Doctor Who. I really enjoyed uh Christopher Eccleston's version. Controversially, I did not really like David Tennant. I know. There's nothing against him, by the way, as a person. I just didn't think his Doctor wasn't my favourite. Like, everyone makes out that of this generation, David Tennant's the best, and I disagree. I disagree, and I think that's where my dislike for him comes, because he is so popular of a Doctor, and it's just kind of like, you know, when stuff is like, I don't know how to describe it, like, you just reject something even more kind of thing. But I don't know if I'm wording that right. But yeah, I really enjoyed Christopher Eccleston. He was my favourite. I loved Matt Smith as a Doctor. Matt Smith is one of my favourites as well. And I just want to point out, although Christopher Eccleston, you could argue, was my Doctor, because that's when I first proper got into Doctor Who. I was watching the previous Doctor Who's before then, like as a kid. My parents would put on like reruns of it or whatever. So I think actually my first Doctor Who that I technically saw was Tom Baker, I think. So yeah, I was watching Doctor Who before then, but Chris Eccleston was what really got me hooked. So I think that's probably why. But this is getting sidetracked. This is meant to be about Nikki. Oh my god, you're not Momo in a binky. What's a binky? What's a binky? Someone tell me this. Okay, binky's obviously an alternative name for a dummy then. This is truly just wishful thinking, but it'd be the cutest thing if every cutscene he just spits the binky out to talk and puts it back in when he's finished. Okay, yeah, so yeah, it's it's basically a different word for a dummy. Where does binky come from? The whiplash from the slender moment to its precious baby is insane. It's so true. It's so true. Yeah, I mean, this outfit I love. I love the outfit. For me personally, I think the dummy throws it off a bit. Like, I just kind of wasn't expecting it. I guess it's meant to be like a doll thing, but I just wasn't expecting it kind of thing. I think because this has a very like emo-y gothic attire, it's just weird to see the dummy. But yeah, where does the word binky come from? Because Americans say pacifier, right? That's what you say. Whereas dummy is like a very British word. Where does binky come from? Is that like a Australian thing? And next we have this post from Fit Tangerine. Pulled hoping to complete the butterfly bug outfit. I only needed the hair. Needless to say, I did it. I also completed the 5-star all in one go. I can't believe that just happened. They just kept coming. I'm actually screaming. And I cannot believe this. Look at this. The dress, the hair. Obviously, she's got the 4-star hair that she needed. We've got like the socks here. We've also got the shoes. 4 5-stars. That is amazing. Absolutely incredible. To get 4 in one pool, how does it feel to be God's favorite? That is what I'm going to ask you. How does it feel? Because that is absolutely incredible. I'm trying to save up my pools actually for the permanent banner, because I'm hoping to maybe do a short video where I try to complete the outfit, the swan outfit. I need the swan outfit, so I'm hoping to save up a decent amount of pools to at least make perhaps like a 10-minute video on it or something like that. Yeah, just to see if we can do it. I think it'd be fun to try. And just see what we get. There's a few things that I want to try and save up for. I want to do a video pulling on the Scammermatic, inspired by Curls, of course, because she did her video pulling on the Scammermatic. So I do want to save up my money for that. I also want to like I said, do the permanent banner pulls. I think that would make a fun video too. So yeah, congrats to this person. That is a fantastic pull. I have not seen anything like that yet. I have seen pulls like this on those 4-star banners we get. But I haven't seen one on like a 5-star banner like this. This is absolutely incredible. Okay, then we have a post from Strawberries here. Who is buying this? Like, these are so funny, but I don't know about 120 stellarites / 180 diamonds funny. No hate to the people that buy these. I'm glad there are options for everyone, but I really can't see how these would sell well. I would think these would have worked better as April Fool's freebies. How do you feel about these items? Do you feel they're worth the price? Will you be buying? Now, I did buy this diamond set. I did buy it. I do agree. It's pretty much, it feels like it's an item just for flexing. In a sense, like, obviously, if you really like these, that's great. I'm glad that you love them. But it does feel like, when I think about what else you could get for that money, like the fact that you can go into the store and buy that nurse outfit, that full nurse outfit for like, what was that discounted down to? 60, 90 stellarite? What was that again? Yeah, the Sweet Diagnosis outfit was 60 stellarite. I was about to say diamonds. 60 stellarite. So it was cheaper than this. And you got a full-blown outfit. So you got hair, you got a dress, you know, you got accessories and things like that. This is definitely, I would argue, a little bit wasteful in a sense, even though I had fun with it. And I don't mind that I spent the stellarite on it. Like, comparatively, like, bang for your buck, this is definitely not as much bang for your buck. Does that make sense? Like, you can definitely, your stellarite could go further with a different outfit kind of thing. Does that make sense? Not in a judgy way, because I bought this. I'm not criticizing. I bought it and stuff like that. I do think the glasses are stylable, but I do very much feel like this is kind of like a jokey flex kind of thing that you can just put this on. You can just wear it for the lols, and yeah, it's just for the fun. It is very much just for the fun. I don't think it's a, like, it's not a stylistic option. No one's getting this and is styling this in multiple ways, at least for the hats. Like, the glasses, I think you can style. I did that in my video, but it is very much a joke. It's same with the thumb. Same with the thumb. These, it's just for the lols. It's just for the lols. I do agree. I think they would have been better as April Fool's freebies. That's why I haven't bought this for 108 diamonds. I just can't justify it. I really, really can't. At the moment, I need all the diamonds I can get. So to have 180 on this would just, it doesn't make sense to me financially. But that's not to criticize anyone that does get this, because you can spend your diamonds in whatever way you want, however you choose. Don't let anyone judge you for that. But it is very much a jokey flex item. It's not like, it was definitely planned as kind of like a joke fun item. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I hope it does. I bought the diamond thing, but it is stupid. Will I use it again? Probably not. I might take a picture with it and that'll be about it. It's gonna sit in the wardrobe. It's 120 stellarite that I've spent on an item that I'm never gonna style. I will admit that. I'll admit that. Hands up, that's the reality of it. I don't want to deny that. I don't want to come across as disingenuous for it. It's something I bought for the lols. It was funny. I take a picture with it and that's it. The glasses I do think I can style. The glasses I think are useful. But that's why I can't justify getting the thumbs, because I might take a picture of this and then that'll be it. That'll be it. Yeah. And obviously at the moment we can't take pictures of Momo. That is something that will change eventually down the line. But for the moment now, I can't take photos of Momo, so what even is the point, to be honest? Like, I know Momo can look cute and stuff following you, but it's just, yeah, yeah. It's just, yeah. And then we have a post here from 38. And this is just showcasing the free outfits. I'm very excited by these. I think they're good. I have unlocked childhood moments and the fruity wish, so we'll get Momo Rain tomorrow, which will be good. I'll be glad to get that. And then I do hope to do a video just going through the outfits, showcasing them. I mean, you get them for free, so no one should be passing these up at all. But I still thought it might be nice to do a bit of a showcase video for all the different outfits. Like, perhaps if you're not someone who plays Infinity Nikki daily, like, or perhaps you've put it down for a bit, perhaps showcasing you these outfits, you might go, okay, do you know what, I'll log in, I'll get the rewards kind of thing. You know, it might be like that. But yeah, I will do a video showcasing these. But yeah, they're cute. They are cute. Like, I don't like the floating blossoms dress, and I'm not a fan of the hat. I think it sits weird. It looks like the hat's like too big for her head. Um but I do like the bag of it, and the hair's cute. The bag and the hair is cute, but I like the others. I mean, the floating blossoms you have to do like quests for anyway. But yeah, certainly childhood moments, Fruity Wish and Momo Rain. Absolutely lovely, love them. And then we have a post from Daisy Taylor. It says, me after seeing the 4 stars. I'm going to enlarge this a little bit and we can talk about it. So obviously I love the 5-star. I'm happy I've pulled on it. It's everything I wanted. It's so like perfect in every sense. I'm obsessed. I do not regret what I spent on the 5 stars. Now when it comes to these 4 stars that we've seen, so they did a post, this isn't leaked information, just in case anyone's worried. This is something that they posted with all their information articles, and it's just our sneak peek glance at these. Now this one on the right I'm not vibing with. The big hat and stuff like that, it's not me. It's not me, and we have so many big hats in game. I don't need any more. However, pastoral dance, I am very intrigued by. I like that there's a staff, like magic staff. Is yeah, the magic coding is very cool. Um, the ears would usually throw me off, but big but. In terms of Chinese zodiac, I am a goat or a ram or a sheep, however you see it. Because I know, depending on how you look at it, some people say it's a sheep, some people say it's a goat, but that's me. So I feel like this is personally calling out to me. It feels like a very zodiac coded outfit. Like, you know how we had the new Chinese New Year, and I think for the Chinese event, some of us were kind of expecting perhaps some like snake-like items, because I think it's the year of the snake, I think. I feel like this is definitely giving me Chinese zodiac vibes in a sense. So I am debating about whether I pull on this. I would need to get the diamonds, but I'm also debating about whether I pull for it on my alt account, my free-to-play account, because I have started an extra account. And I think in some ways that might help a little bit with the FOMO. I want to keep my main account for pulling on items that I really want, items that I really love. And then if there's other items that I'm kind of curious about, perhaps half love, if I have the diamonds on my alt account, I could use that. So that's what I'm kind of thinking, is doing it that way. Now my alt account is completely free to play. I'm not going to invest a penny into it because I do already invest quite a bit into Infinity Nikki. I would say I'm probably a dolphin at this point. I'm not a whale. I definitely don't go all out, but I would argue I'm probably a dolphin potentially in Infinity Nikki. And it was never originally going to be the case that I wanted to be like that. But it's just happened. It's happened. um, so I don't know about the pastoral dance. I'm gonna wait. Obviously, hopefully closer to the time when these do get introduced, we'll get some previews. I'll be able to see the outfit more because that's something that intrigues me. I really need to see more of the outfit because I'm guessing this is her hair. She's got a giant braid. Like, is this like a cloak? Is it a jacket? Is this a dress? What is the headpiece fully like? Like, all I've seen is this tiny preview, so I'm not entirely sure. Like, I need to see the smaller details. I need to see the smaller details. There's every chance that if they have this item, we'll get a staff in another outfit. Let's face it, we get variations of items all the time. We had the Whimcycle bike that you could buy in the fireworks aisle. We then recently got a motorcycle. The only thing we haven't really had yet is a new set of wings, but I fully expect that would happen. Especially if we go to like the Twin Moon Kingdom. When it comes to that update, there is going to be so much fairy core stuff, and I am nervous for my bank account for that. If we go Twin Moon Kingdom next, I'm gonna turn into a whale. I'm gonna turn into a whale, and I do not have the funds to turn into a whale. But like, yeah. I expect we'll see future variations of staffs and stuff. That's why I want to see the whole outfit. I want to see if I vibe with it, and I also want to see if it's more blue or purple toned, because it's coming very bluey purpley in this. Like, some of the darker bits look more blue toned, but a lot of the lighter bits look more purple toned, and that again will be a deciding factor for me as well. So I do need to see a bit more about it, but we will get the previews for that eventually, and you can be sure once we get any previews for those, I will do a video on it. Now, I did skip a post, but it was just showcasing the 4 stars again, so I'm not going to do a second post on that, or a second comment on that. I feel like I've commented enough, but I thought this was cute. I just think the way the donuts interact with different hairstyles is neat. Some of them are silly as heck, though, and I agree. I think some of them do look really cute, and some of them do look very, very weird. Like, this is cute. I'm not sure if this is cute or not. I think this is kind of cute. This is cute. This is cute. This looks weird. That's cute. I like that one. Like, this is cute. Like, some of them are cute. Some of them are cute. Some of them are fun. I do agree. I think it's a nice item. I do love these scrunchies. I kind of wish we got some more hair scrunchies, but perhaps just in different colours, because I'm not much of a pink girl. But I do like the hair scrunchies. I think they do look adorable. And like, it'd be nice to have some hair scrunchies that didn't have the clips. Like, perhaps if you didn't want to go all in this kind of style, it'd be nice just to have some like fluffy scrunchies. But I mean, we're early days in this game. We're gonna have so many clothing. I mean, if you think how many outfits come to the game, how many buyable outfits, how many sketches, how many shop outfits. Like, there's so much that comes to this game. You know, we've also had the heartfelt gifts recently, which has allowed us to get free outfits. I do hope we get more heartfelt gifts. I know this is kind of like the conclusion of it, but it would be kind of nice if we got some more. If they did that, and like, even if they're just simple outfits, it would be cute. It would be cute. But yeah, this is cute. It is very, very cute. And then we have a post from Corvid Creature here, which says obligatory moon photos before they take her away from us. And Yeah, it's just the moon was so beautiful. And these photos are gorgeous, by the way. Absolutely stunning with the water. Where was this taken? I'm curious where this was taken. Because this is absolutely gorgeous. It is proper stunning, full on stunning. I was obsessed with the moon, and it is the greatest loss. The true greatest loss to this update. We do still have the sword, Mr. Strange, the like cat dude, scarecrow man. They're still there. So we have some leftovers, but yeah, the moon was absolutely beautiful and it made such gorgeous photos. And then we have this post from Prestigious Cold. What I imagine is happening before the housing update. Nikki, I'm cold. I know, Momo. Winter's almost over. We're almost there. I think I hear wolves again. Momo, I have an idea for our housing problem. Oh boy, what is it? Ta-da! It's all the dresses. Oh my gosh, I may be homeless, but I can stay slay. I love this. Okay, so Prestigious Cold, brilliant artwork, very, very funny. Um, yeah, this is so cool. This is so cool. The house of dresses is so funny. But it's very true. It's very true. Where does Nikki sleep? What does she do? What does she do? Oh my days. But no, it's very funny, but I'm really looking forward to the housing update. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be an absolute game changer to this game, and I think what it introduces and the possibilities will just be absolutely incredible. Okay, next we have a post from Uber Octopus. So this person Miudo put help, and look, their Nikki's so tiny. How on earth? How on earth? What bug is that? Oh my god, I thought you were a bug. Oh, kicking me out, Nikki. I thought you were a bug. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. This is hilarious. Okay, so she must be shrunk down because of Momo, I would guess then. I guess it's a photo with Momo and it's just bugged out where she's not sat on Momo. I would think. I'm guessing. I'm guessing. Um, but this is hilarious. I thought you were a bug. I'm sorry, but this is hilarious. This is so funny. And then I'll make this the last post for this video. New login, so cute. I agree. I absolutely love this login. My game updated, I just sat and watched this on a loop for a little while, like before logging in, because it was just so funny seeing the like. Hold on, let me repeat that. There we go. It was just so funny seeing the loop from like her doing this dance. She points to the Feywish sprite, then it goes back to Nikki, then she points to Momo, then it goes back to Nikki, then she's back at the Feywish sprites kind of thing. Um, oh yeah, no, sorry, it goes Feywish sprites to Momo and stuff. But yeah, it's really cute, and the music's really fun. It's very upbeat, very lively. I enjoy it. I think it's a fun opening. I do love that each login, like each day, not each day, each update, we get a new login screen, and it's usually quite fun. I do miss the Jessie J login sometimes, like, because it was just so fun and iconic. But the updated login screens are fantastic. They do a brilliant job in making a fun and enjoyable login screen. I've heard people complain about the login screens, like the music being a bit of a jump scare when you log in. I don't have that problem. I don't have that problem, but that is just me. Everyone's entitled to have their own problems or issues or whatever. But like for me, I love it. I love it. It makes me so, so happy to log into the game. And I think it shows the quality of the game and stuff like that when you have these fun and enjoyable login screens. It's just really nice to see. I do kind of wish there was a way to just watch the login screens. Like, does that make sense? Like the history. Like, is there a way to do that? I don't know, because I don't think they post it on their YouTube, do they? Like, that's what I would like, just to be able to like just have like a photo book or something in game. Like, I know we do for our actual pictures and snapshots, but just like a way to go back and like, I think for the star one, the shooting star season, I absolutely loved the login for that. I also loved the eerie season login, like having Momo run away from the little ghost. So, so, so cute. So adorable. I do, yeah, I kind of wish there was a way to just watch the old logins kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Okay, so that's what the community has been up to in Infinity Nikki, what they've been discussing and things like that. Um, yeah, it was fun seeing the community. I like seeing the funny stuff. I like seeing the funny stuff, the memes, the artwork. I really enjoy seeing that and seeing people's reactions to stuff like that. Especially when like I love the humor in this game. I do think there's a lot of very funny moments in this game. It is quite there's a lot of deepness to this and a lot of serious kind of like undertones and messages, but there is also quite a nice light-hearted side, which I really love, and I love seeing the community just have fun and just have jokes with everything. So yeah, it was fun catching up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more Infinity Nikki content. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.